Hi, it's Mariangela Parodi. This is my mystic insights to help sensitives and empaths and light workers to manage their path ahead so that we're not hitting against obstacles. And today I am celebrating spring and my beautiful cherry blossom tree and the blossoming of all our relationships. October is a number 6 month in numerology, and this was all about reconnection. We've had so many blocks, so many restrictions placed on ourselves, on our friends and communities, and this month will show a big shift and change around that. There are 4 planets that are going to be going forward direct this month that will see a change in those restrictions that we've sensed and how we've been wanting to break free and been held back by authority in some way. And it's all about our inner work, what we're carrying within ourselves and how we might be triggered about what's happening externally in our life. But this month we'll see a big change. So I'm all about reconnection, and this month especially is about reconnecting our relationships, moving from where there has been separation or abandonment, and we're all carrying that from childhood. I know personally my mum was a really loving mum, but she had a lot of restrictions placed on her from my father, and she also inherited a lot of restrictions as well, and challenge conflict within her relationship with her mother and her sister. And for us women especially, we can be carrying that story with us into our relationships, how we don't trust other people, how we might feel a sense of betrayal with women. And I do have an upcoming workshop that will be covering a lot of this, about healing the dynamics in our relationships at the end of October on the 31st. I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. But for this month, we have so many things happening. So we're going to start off with the planet Pluto going forward on the 6th. This is all about structure, where we've had to create structure and find our own stability and find a way of establishing ourselves, finding money, creating money. So the rules, the building blocks, they will finally get some evidence about what you've been establishing and how that can grow you. So that's important. Then we've got the new moon on the 6th as well in Libra. That's all been about how our mind can be thinking about the future, too far in the future, manifesting our dreams. But often our dreams can be a little bit ungrounded. So this Libra is about bringing the clarity in, what makes your loving relations blossom, rather than aiming for a goal as such. I want you to focus this month on who you're becoming. How do you want to be connecting in a better relationships with your partner, your friends, your family, your community, your clients. So that way you are building more solid, authentic relationships. So there'll be more focus on love and authenticity and reconnection. Even new people coming back into your life, there'll be a deepening of what you already have. So it's really important. On the 10th of this month, we have Saturn. So he's the teacher. I see Saturn as a bit like the father figure that has definitely put restrictions around us, and especially globally. There'll be a change in that. That one's Aquarius. So it's about communities breaking free of what's been happening. So coming together more collectively, the restrictions are being lifted. So I'm excited about that one and how that will manifest for us. Yeah, within politics especially. Then Mercury goes forward. So we've had Mercury retrograde for a few weeks, and for 3 weeks, it happens 3 times a year, sometimes 4 times a year, but we get to deepen our connection, our intuition, how we connect with others, because it's been in Libra, how we communicate. Our mind can be scattered, thinking too much about too many things. So we'll be finding new ways of finding clarity within ourselves, finding the answers, not looking externally for other people to fix our problems. So once that goes forward, you'll find a greater self-trust and certainty in yourself. And that will bring so much more joy in your life, because you're going to trust every step. You're not going to be second guessing yourself. There'll be more space in your life to bring out what you're here to express, what you here really reach for. So that's exciting. I'm excited for that one. And also on that date, on the 18th, we've got Jupiter goes forward. I love Jupiter. Abundance, luck, opportunities. That again has been restricted for a while, so we'll get a new sense of flow. It won't all come in on that day, but there'll be an initiation to create some movement around where there was problems, and now there's going to be great flow. It's going to be more easeful, lighter. All the tension will start to lift. I'm really looking forward to that one personally. And on the 20th this month, so much going on. We've got a full moon in Aries. So because of all these restrictions that have been finally lifted, Aries is fire, it's dynamic, it's inspiration, it's passionate. There'll be a new, even though it's a full moon and a culmination of things, at the same time it feels that there'll be, I'm excited, I want to move forward, I can see what I really want to do. There'll be more drive and more momentum created. So look out for that one. And then on the last day of the month, All Souls Day, and in my culture, the Dia de Muertos is about celebrating those ancestors, and I'm always connecting with the ancestors and the wisdom that they carry for us as we connect with them. And on that day, I'm connecting with Goddess Isis in ancient Egyptian mythology and their practices. They celebrated that day as well. It's a window of time where the veil is thin to connect with our ancestors, to spirit, to the Akashic records. And I'll be connecting with her through the Akashic records to walk into her temple and heal our relationships with our mother, with all our female friendships, especially those, and how that then impacts on all of our relationships, how we may feel scattered or abandoned or betrayed. And on that day, we're coming together, whether you can be there live. I will have a replay, so I'd love you to join me for that, because this is really a heart-centered connection to our own wound of separation that we are needed to heal, so that as we change the world. Our inner work matters because we are holding a frequency of love, and as we shift that separation, the parts that are missing within us, we come back into unity and connection and balance, and that will bring a whole new change in all of our relationships, all of our family dynamics. So it'll be such a beautiful time for you to come and join me for that. I'll pop a link below. The Goddess Isis, healing relationships, especially if you're feeling that you don't have space, you don't have time, you're overgiving, you're feeling some resentment. This is a great time to bring that to a new level of peace and acceptance, and allow new levels of receiving support in your life. So I look forward to seeing you then. Happy October. Big love.